Wondering which gripper to buy for arm wrestling specific training? The goal of using grippers is to make the fingers strong enough to become anti-top roll, and not open up when it's attacked by the riser and pronation of your opponent.
Looking at the radial deviation muscle, it's clear that the most amount of rotational torque generated by the opponent by pronation is exerted upon your last two fingers. So it's important to not let the pinky and ring fingers to open up.
Failing to do so will make it not possible for the index and middle finger to handle the rising and pronation. So it's necessary to train with a gripper that puts superior stress on the pinky and ring finger than the middle index and thumb fingers.
Different types of grippers. There are a variety of grippers available that either have a torsion spring design, super gripper design, X or U-shaped structure. All of them help in strengthening the fingers. But it's necessary to select a gripper that is optimal for targeting the pinky and ring finger. The super gripper have a higher point of attachment than the torsion spring grippers. This makes it target all the fingers almost equally. It provides lesser activation or mind muscle connection of pinky and ring finger as compared to torsion spring grippers. The same can be said about U-shaped gripper. The activation gets worse as the resistance increases since the handle moves up. The X-shaped grippers provides a similar feel as the torsion spring gripper, but it gets uncomfortable to close, especially if you have small hands, as their spread can get around 85 mm, which is quite more than the torsion spring and super grippers. So in conclusion, the torsion spring grippers should be the choice. Its disadvantage is its lack of micro-loading or adjustability, and the adjustable torsion spring grippers are quite expensive. Considering the expenses, the super gripper is superior as you can also train your thumb with progressive overload. This is not possible with torsion spring grippers unless you are willing to spend on the iron mine tug, which can also help isolate. Now, if you're considering to buy a torsion spring gripper, then the question arises, which brand could be the best of arm wrestling specialization? To understand that, it's important to know the three phases of closing a gripper: the set, sweep, and close. The set is the part where you adjust the placement of gripper with your other hand. The sweep is the motion of closing the gripper until the two handles of the gripper are parallel to each other. The close is equivalent to diameter of the handle. It's necessary to have a stronger sweep than close because the hands don't get in the close area of range of motion while arm wrestling. The sweep can be isolated by placing an object between the gripper that is equivalent to the handle diameter. The GD grippers are similar to the feel of torsion spring grippers, and their range of motion almost ends at the completion of sweep. So, if this is the only option you have, then it's better than nothing. Plus, it offers some amount of adjustability. Captains of crush grippers have a harder close and an easier sweep compared to GHP gripper. The GHP grippers are ideal to train for arm wrestling as it has harder sweep than C.O.C grippers. Cine Wanja can be another cheaper option.